Oh yeah, you two, welcome back. I am your host, Paul S. Stuffy Esquire, joined as always by Jay. I like light starch, let your middle note shine, Goobles.
I like it.
It's another Fragrance Friday. So fans, we have done now 4 episodes. This will be the 4th on Galleria Parfums. So it's a new niche company if you're new to the channel. We did Cognac Cafe on a blind buy. We did the unboxing of this set. Then we did part 1. And now this is part 2. So basically we swapped the additional fragrances. And we're going to come back after the intro and let you know what we thought.
It's good.
Stay tuned. Oh yeah, YouTube. So we're gonna dive right in. So we have 7 scents total. We did Cognac Cafe on its own. Check that video out.
It's a good one.
Let's dive right in though. So we swap back. Start with your least favorite, J Goobs. Of
Oh.
the 3 that you got from me.
This is I'm gonna throw Stuffy through a ringer here.
I feel a Kid Dynamite bomb.
Oh man,
about to get dropped.
So my least favorite, and it's not because it's a bad scent, is Victorian tobacco. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad scent. I just let me break this down for you.
You didn't enjoy it as much as I did.
I want you, Stuffy, to close your eyes, and I'm going to tell you a little story of what I think about this fragrance.
Okay.
So I see a wealthy man coming back to his study. And you know what? He's had a hard day at work. He pours himself a scotch. He's surrounded by his leather-bound books.
I don't see how this is a problem so far, but keep going.
He pulls out his cigar from his little humidor, gives it a smell, lights it up. That's what I think of this fragrance.
That's great.
This is...
I'm not even mad. It's amazing.
Galleria Parfums. You can use this and change the name. This is the Ron Burgundy of tobacco scents.
Okay.
Hashtag Ron Burgundy.
Now, did you pick up Gin and Tonic Accord?
I did not. I have
Because
no
I don't
idea
even know
what a
what
gin
that
and tonic
is.
accord is.
Okay, so I'm not the only one.
I think the fragrance, the smell itself is nice. I don't know if I want to smell like this. Like, if this was a scent that was out in the air, like I would smell if I smelled it in a room.
Like what I said, you walk out of Hudson's and walk into a tobacco shop.
However, I don't know if I want to smell like that.
Okay, fair assessment.
Ron Burgundy of fragrances.
So I have a similar situation. So my least favorite is Moving Times. And I know that was up there for you. Maybe because I don't own an Omega, and I don't hang out in the Omega boutique as much as you with the lavender scents.
So lavender.
I didn't hate it. There was nothing wrong with it. I just thought it was a little too powdery for me, a little too floral. I'm not a big floral. I don't even know if there's floral in it.
Maybe
but
the lavender.
I picked up the powderiness and the
from the iris
and the. Yeah, so it just wasn't for me. It wasn't a bad scent. I wore it a couple times.
Just didn't like it that much.
I put it on earlier today just to make sure before I, gave it my least favorite score.
All right, fair enough. Well, let me go to my second one. That would be what was my second one? No, Dreamwoods. Dreamwoods is good.
Yeah, I put that on in the opening.
It started off, with a little. It's got like this citruses, and then it goes into the woods, and which isn't bad. However, the weird thing, when it dries down, you get like this musky, smoky vanilla, which I thought the dry down was really, really interesting. But overall, I think it's a pretty good scent.
Okay.
What would be your second?
So it was a toss-up. Because I really like By the Yuzu Grove. So I'm just putting them in order because I had to put something in order. I wore the Yuzu Grove a lot. I liked it. I liked everything about it. It's definitely up there for me, but I had to put them in some sort of order, so that's going to be in my number 2 position. You described the ingredients a lot better than I did. I don't really know what yuzu is, or have I ever smelled it before.
I believe yuzu is a fruit of some sort.
Yeah. So
producer, can we get a ruling on it? Yes, he's giving us a thumbs up.
So yeah, I mean, I liked Yuzu Grove. I had nothing negative to say about it. I enjoyed it.
Did you get like a juicy smell right at the beginning?
Fresh citrus,
fresh
juicy.
citrus.
I liked it. So
very nice.
it's
overall.
definitely up there. I had to pick, a favorite over that. So I'll save my favorite for the last. But if you're doing math, you already know what's left. So.
Yeah. Well, all right. So yeah, let me get it right into my favorite. My favorite was Dust to Dawn.
Okay,
which was
like
weird.
That one too.
Which was weird because when I first spray it, you get the bergamot, you get a few other things, but as it starts drying down, something became familiar to me, and I didn't really know what it was. And I smelled it more and more and more, and it kind of reminds me of like a higher end, better version of Burberry London, if anybody's smelled it out there.
And I've always wanted to buy Burberry London, so
Burberry London, people call it fall in a bottle. It's really good, and I checked both of the notes on both of these fragrances, and there's only like 2 or 3 notes that are the same, and that is tobacco and leather.
So I should wear a scarf, sport coat.
I don't know
with that scent.
Maybe I loved Burberry London, but never lasted that long. This is like a better version of it. Like I said, it doesn't smell exactly like it, guys. So don't.
Yeah, none of these scents are exactly like another scent that I've ever smelled.
I'm just telling you what it kind of reminded me of, and I really, really enjoyed it. I almost think this is bottle worthy, and Dust to Dawn. I liked it a lot.
And I love the name. We don't need to say it again, but the name is what made me pick it out of the
Stuffy,
gate.
what is your favorite out of the 3?
So, Shades of Seduction, which unfortunately was your, I think, lowest.
That was my least favorite, yeah.
So, I don't know. I smelled the vanilla right away. I'm a big fan of vanilla. I smelled the patchouli right away. I didn't pick out the pink pepper or whatever you mentioned in your different scents, but
yeah.
I loved it. I put it on today. So earlier in the day, I tried on the Moving Times just to make sure, and then I've showered since and put on Shades of Seduction right before this video. I'm wearing it right now. So
you like it then?
Yeah, I like it. I like the Yuzu Grove too, but so again, there's 7 total scents in this box. Now we're gonna go into just bust out your top 3 out of the full 7 set.
All right, so these are the 3 that I really think are the brightest shining stars of this scent. And I will say every fragrance here is really good. Yeah. I mean,
overall, for a niche startup,
I think awesome.
I mean, it's no surprise. They got master perfumers behind a lot of these scents.
Yeah.
Especially one of my favorites, Mason Francis Kurjan is one of my favorites.
But it was a fragrance
for the ladies.
But it was a fragrance you didn't like. Moving Times.
I know, but I love that he's making it. I respect that he's doing it.
No, but
and his Baccarat Rouge on a woman is like, I'll pretty much do anything if a lady's wearing Baccarat Rouge. So,
overall though, I mean, Galleria Parfums, we are not sponsored. I will just say,
we're just a bunch of fanboys geeking out on this.
I think he did awesome. I think almost every one of these you could buy and be happy with. I think they're all great, but. Let's get to our top 3.
Go. Just bust out your 3.
I think my favorite is Cognac Cafe. It's the one I blind bought. It's awesome. Lasts all day. It's just beautiful fragrance. Number 2, I'm gonna say by the Yuzu Grove. That's gonna be my number 2. I think it's the one true summer scent in this. Warm weather fragrance. I think that's fantastic. And number 3, I'm gonna go with Dust to Dawn. I think Dust to Dawn is another great fall scent that
this is tough.
I think in Moving Times would be.
I wish I could almost keep Cognac Cafe to the side because I have 3 that I love. So I guess Cognac Cafe goes without saying. That was great. So I'm just gonna say I liked Shades of Seduction number 1.
Shades of Seduction number 1. Wow.
Yuzu Grove number 2. And Victorian Tobacco number 3. And then Cognac Cafe was already in my buy category, so I don't even need to mention it.
Yeah, I would...
Because I decided as soon as I smelled Cognac Cafe that it was in my buy category.
I would say Moving Times was kind of like my honorable mention, but it's...
So if we were to take Cognac Cafe out of the mix, you'd have Moving Times in your top 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so perfect.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please, in the comments below, mention some fragrances you'd like us to cover in the future, because obviously we're going to move on from Galleria Parfums.
Let us know what you guys thought of this, if you guys have tried it out
if you
there.
got the sample set, if you tried it, let us know. And you stay classy, YouTube.
Rock and roll.